What's good, everyone? Welcome to the SCBBL show. Today we have Tamika Karn of Unique Minds, LLC, and Kimberly Bowman, her Executive Director of Exquisite Enterprises. So stay tuned so we can learn more about Unique Minds. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the SCBBL show. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the SCBBL show. SCBBL stands for South Carolina Buy Black Locally, and our show is all about bringing you into the lives of our local businesses here in Charleston. We know that you want to taste the authenticity of Charleston and what all we have to offer, so this is what the SCBBL show brings to you. For South Carolina Buy Black Locally. Welcome to the SCBBL show. SCBBL stands for South Carolina Buy Black Locally. What's good, family? It's your girl Candace from the SCBBL show. Today we're sitting with Tamika Karn of Unique Minds and Kimberly Bowman of So Exquisite, and she's going to tell us more about her business. Hello, ladies.
Hey.
So Tamika, we'll start with you.
Okay.
Tell us more about Unique Minds.
Well, Unique Minds is a new nonprofit. It's a 501c3 here in Charleston, South Carolina. And it's geared towards helping families of kids with special needs be able to rediscover their lives.
Okay.
So we do that through support groups, annual walks, and just raising awareness in the community and making sure that we provide a platform for these parents who are going through their struggle, who are going through the new diagnosis and having difficulty trying to figure out what to do.
Oh, wow. And you have Kim here with you.
Yes, my executive director.
Yes, she wears many hats.
Many hats.
I do.
What role does Kim play in the business? Kim, are you going to speak?
Well, I'm the executive director. I met Tamika when, this was all just an idea, and just to be able to see it all kind of come to life and, see her just take on the world like like the boss that she is. It's just been makes me so proud. I'm a parent. But I'm also just in awe of her and her passion and just using an experience that's something that she's experienced to be able to, help other people, because I feel like that when you go through things, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take that experience and be able to help someone else that's going to go through that or currently going through that.
I totally agree. Mm-hmm. So Tamika, would you like to share any bit of your experience that has encouraged you to pursue this passion?
Absolutely. So my daughter was actually diagnosed when she was 1.5 years. Okay. She's 9 years old now. So she's been my passion and my drive behind this whole thing. Like, I never envisioned myself being able to even work with kids with special needs. Mm-hmm. I never knew what it was. Mm-hmm. I was ignorant to it. I'm gonna just be honest.
Right.
I didn't know a whole lot about it, and so when my daughter was diagnosed, it opened me up to a brand new world that I never knew existed. And then just watching her and seeing her in her world, it's almost like, I wish I could be more like her.
Right.
Because she gets up every day. She's very humble. She's very peaceful. She can care less about what anybody says about her. And she gets up and she smiles and she goes on throughout her day.
Okay.
And so through her, it showed me a lot. Use what you have. Use your voice. Use your confidence. Use your drive. Use your knowledge to be able to impact others. And so it just kind of took off on its own. So it gave me that vision.
Wow. So is she an active part in the business? Does she play a role at all in it? Or is she just the motivator behind the business?
She's the motivator behind the business. Unfortunately, my daughter, she's nonverbal.
Okay.
But, everything about her, her entire diagnosis is what gives me the ability to be able to do this. I promise you I wouldn't be able to do it without her, without going through, the experience, going to the specialist, seeking the doctors, researching the information, looking at other parents and other children, and just being able to talk to other parents with kids with diagnoses as well. I wouldn't have been able to do this.
And that motivates you to even be a stronger voice.
Right.
By her being nonverbal.
Right.
So
absolutely.
By being in this process, learning the ropes, becoming an entrepreneur, being that voice for your daughter, is there anything that you would like to share with other women or just other entrepreneurs in general?
Yes. So just keep pushing. My advice is to go beyond yourself. Step out of your comfort zone. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's what I had to do, because a lot of positions, a lot of places that I've been put in, I found myself, being very uncomfortable, but I had to find myself and be like, hey, you got to push yourself out of that and step out of your fear and just do it.
Yep.
So that's what my advice would be. Just do it.
Awesome. So some of the events and activities, do you guys want to tell the audience more about your events that you have coming up, or any activities that you have going on currently?
Well, I know our first major fundraiser that's going to be happening is the Christmas movie Spirit Night. We're actually partnering with Chucktown Bar and Grill over in West Ashley. We're going to be doing a fun Christmas movie night in December.
Nice.
It's going to be awesome. We're going to dress up in PJs. Even if no one else is dressed up, I'm going to have on my onesie and I'm going to be there representing, right with my pin on. So, but it's going to be an exciting event. We're going to be taking donations for Unique Minds. We're also going to be taking Christmas gift donations for other families that are in need. We're actually going to be opening up on our website for people to nominate families and parents and kids that are going to be in need this holiday season. So we want to be able to identify those needs and be able to tell the community, like, hey, this is what we need. Come bring it to us. So we're going to open it up for people to come drop off those donations at that event, and then come in your PJs, come eat some snacks, some popcorn, and watch some fun Christmas movies. I know I love the holiday season. I'm a big I'm that person right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Okay, Christmas tree is up.
That's me.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So, yeah. I mean, other than that, we are planning a huge annual walk next year.
Okay.
So it's something that, is still in the works. We're still trying to put it together, but I want to do something that's going to be like a community picnic.
Okay.
Where we all, do a walk, then come together, and then we have parents that share their stories.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times you don't get to see that. You don't get to see parents really coming out saying, hey, this is my story, this is what I'm going through.
Right.
You see parents really searching for resources and information.
Mm-hmm.
But they really need to get it out.
Yep.
Talk about it. Let people know what you're going through so that you can raise the awareness for your child. And so that's one of the things that we are planning next year, like vendors and food trucks and bounce castles. So it's going to be something for everyone, not just for special needs, but even those individuals who have brothers and sisters or cousins who support them. We want to provide something for the entire community.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
And that's prevalent in the Black community, where we don't want to talk about it. We just try to find ways to deal with it on our own. And it's almost like reinventing the wheel every time, because we're not asking around what did you do? How did you deal with it? So I commend you for starting this platform and being that center where people can come and feel comfortable opening up and talking about it.
Absolutely.
So is the Unique Minds open for members to join, or how does that work?
So right now we're doing support groups.
Okay.
Support groups right now, once monthly is what we're working towards.
Okay.
It was twice monthly, but I want to push more for us to raise the awareness, get out there, so people know about Unique Minds, so that they'll be more willing to come to the support groups. So right now it's once a month. We haven't chosen a date yet for next month.
Okay.
For this coming month, but we're working on, making sure that we can provide that information to the community. So, and I know Thanksgiving holidays coming up, Christmas is coming up, New Year's. So maybe we can provide more, more details on that for the coming year. So,
okay.
So just kind of get a fresh kick start on everything.
Is there anything else that you ladies have to say about Unique Minds that you just want everyone to know?
We're awesome.
Never give up on your child. I don't care. Don't let that diagnosis be your child. You look beyond that diagnosis, because that diagnosis is not your child. So they have these unique minds, and you have to work with them, and you have to look outside that bubble that the specialists or doctors put on your child and say, hey, my child is unique. I'm going to do whatever I got to do for my child, and I'm going to come up out of the shadow.
Awesome. So let us know how we can follow you.
UniqueMindsLLC.org is the website. You can also follow me on Facebook, Unique Minds, on Facebook, and that's about it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's your girl Candace on behalf of the SCBBL show, and we have
Tamika Karn.
And Kimberly Bowman.
Yes.
Unique Minds and Exquisite Enterprises.
Yes.
So stay tuned for next time.